Hello there, I am back again for another North Node reading, this time for Cancer North Nodes. And on every video, I'm just letting everyone know that I thank them for being patient with me. If you found yourself on this channel, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and I believe that it is important to navigate this life space with your North Node. It is our guiding light to give us direction for this life cycle. My mother passed in March, and I had to see if I was going to continue this journey with this channel, and with some prayer and meditation. I do believe it is important, and I received word to continue. So with that, I just thank you so much. We're going to be doing readings for August, and this is the North Node for Cancer in August. I'm going to usher in the spirit. I know my mother is watching over me. She has been giving me messages ever since she left, in that I can tell when she's near with the light flickering, and she's been messing with my electronics, so sending me emojis. So I appreciate that, and I just call on spirit guides and helpers, positive and ones that can be life-changing for our benefit. I thank you and allow this sound to resonate and the vibrations to reach your source and to bounce back down and give us information that you would want Cancer North Node to know. We thank you so much for being present. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So with that, how has your July been? It's still July as I'm doing this, and I'm reading for August. So it's so apropos that this is Cancer season. So no matter what your sign is, your Cancer North Node, when we think of Cancer, we think of family oriented. We think of that divine feminine mother energy, no matter if you're male or female. And we think of the moon. We think of things resonating. We think of downloads. We think of ebbs and flows. So I appreciate the mother energy. If you are a sign that is considered male, use this month, or hopefully you're using the month of July as something that can soften your hard areas. Also, a lot of things have been happening within the world, so make sure you stay grounded, okay? All right. So today we have, what is that? The Nine of Swords, okay? The Nine of Swords in reverse. Let's look at that again. And as I'm also too, let me say the other cards. Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords, okay? So as I'm looking at the Nine of Swords in reverse, you see him laying down. The swords aren't pointing towards him, but they are pointing to the right, okay? This card says fulfillment. I'm gonna get my glasses real quick. It says fulfillment, fruition, contentment. Obsessive thoughts, fear, anxiety, negativity, insomnia, nightmares, guilt, regret, remorse, overwhelmed, mental anguish, and unhappiness. So maybe you have been anguishing over something. Maybe you have been in your head about something in the past. This month is calling for you in August. Cancer North Node is calling for you to be authentically yourself, okay? I'm picking up healing family wounds. Also, to rely on your emotional intelligence. I'm still looking at my phone to make sure that no calls are coming in for my job because I am at work. But emotional intelligence, it can be your superpower. So it's very interesting. The energy of this card is Air Gemini. Think of Cancer North Node too. I think of a watery disposition. Okay, very emotional, protective. So if you are to be authentically yourself, if you think of Cancers, I know several, they have a tendency to straddle the fence, to keep peace, and sometimes even not to be fully present. So the cards, the spirit is calling for you to be authentically yourself. Stand 10 toes down in whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever it is that you're going through. This card, Five of Pentacles, is talking about overcoming adversity, improvement in finances, health improvement, being accepted, forgiveness, positive change. So it goes hand in hand in what I am feeling in reference to maybe even you have been dictated to, or you were told that you had to be a certain way, but you know who you are. So be authentically yourself and be bold in that, okay? Also, too, with the emotional intelligence, I can see that you could be rewarded with that. Maybe I'm thinking about, because whatever thing is going to come at you for the month of August, you're advised to stand on truth, okay? The devolved side of Cancer, sometimes they tend to say what they need to say to protect themselves, okay? So you want to, there's a time and place for everything, but you could be rewarded in being truthful. You can be rewarded into standing on what you believe in and not being ashamed or afraid of it. You could be rewarded with not being lukewarm, okay? Be either hot or cold. If you are a Christian, you know that that's biblical. You want to pick a side. You're more wicked in the eyes of, the Almighty if you straddle the fence, okay? So there's rewards, even mental rewards. If once you know you have done right, then you can sleep better even, okay? This last one, the Page of Swords, I see illumination. Maybe this is an epiphany. Maybe all of you signs out there with a North Node in Cancer, maybe this is an epiphany for you. This truthfulness, this not teetering the fence, this inner power, intuition, illumination. It can be inspiring, give you ideas. If you've noticed in your life, no matter what sign you are, this quick-wittedness, thinking on your toes, again, being truthful, speaking out is coming back up on this card as I'm reading it. But Cancers tend to be very witty. They can be very funny. They are people, even though they like their only inner circle and cocoon. They can be a lot of things to a lot of people. And sometimes I can imagine that's exhausting. So you want to be who you are and don't let anyone tell you who you are. Be who you are so that people can even know who you are. Don't let people guess and just make up things just because you have not been forthcoming. So, signs that tend to deal with this issue compounded in August. So if you are a sign, let's say, like I say, Gemini, they are nice and they don't want to rock the boat, or Libra, things of that nature. It's saying your truth with your Cancer North Node could set you free, okay? And you can still have emotional intelligence. You don't have to get carried away with your Cancer North Node emotions, but good things can come from that. And you can be rewarded in meaning what you say and saying what you mean, okay? So any signs that tend to not be strong, or even if you are a strong sign, let's just say Aries with a Cancer North Node, you may be boisterous or upfront or a go-getter, but you still need to be emotionally grounded, and you still need to be straightforward in your intentions, okay? So that is all that I have for you today. I really appreciate you stopping by. Please stay tuned for other readings and other talks that I will have on this channel pertaining to your North Node rising. Have a good day. Bye-bye.